Alright guys, welcome back. Scotty's Backyard Barbecue. Barbecue's way life, folks. Today, we're going to do a pulled pork video. Not your ordinary pulled pork. Let's say you got a bunch of family people who are not really into that smoky pulled pork, barbecue sauce, coleslaw type stuff with rub and all that stuff. This recipe will suit them just fine. It's a little complex. The video might get a little long, but I don't care. Watch it all, skip through it. You're not gonna hurt my feelings one bit. YouTube ain't my main gig. I have a day job, folks. So let's get down here and I'll show you my butt. Alright, right back. Alright guys, got this about a 5-6 pound pork butt from my local Rice Lake butcher shop. I always shop local, folks. I called him up, they said, hey Dave, I need about a 5 or 6 pound pork butt. He said, you want me to trim the fat cap for you? And I said, sure do. They do that at Walmart for you, folks. I doubt it. So, we have this beautiful pork butt. We got just enough fat on it for what we're going to do in this cook. And I'll show you how we're going to prepare this. You just want to score this very lightly, not too deep. Alrighty. Sharp knife. We'll be using no binder. I'll show you why. This ain't gonna be your typical pork butt. There we go. I'm gonna take 1/3 cup of brown sugar. This is light. You can use brown, dark if you want. 1/3 cup of kosher salt. You're gonna mix these all together really good. Alright, when you get them all mixed up good, apply this to the butt. Kind of like a curing agent, I guess. You'll see how this is going to play out. You want to get this all the way around. All sides. Front, back, bottom. Make sure you got all of it covered. If you don't use it all, that's fine. You can save that for your next salmon recipe or something. Okay. That looks good. We'll get this flipped over to this cross hatches. We're gonna take a little more. Go right on top. Now what you want to do, get some of this fancy cling wrap here, folks. Want to wrap her up. Beautiful clean wrap. Nice and tight. All the way around, 4 sides. We don't need that box. Don't let your wife see you do that. Now you're going to want to set this in your refrigerator for at least overnight, 12 hours, 14 hours. I wouldn't go any longer than 14 hours, and then we're not trying to make ham here. We'll be right back the next day, folks. Hang on this in a bowl because it leaks, you know. Always put it in the bowl. We put the brown sugar and salt on it for at least 12 hours, no longer, because you're not trying to make a ham here. We want to see just a little bit of that salt sugar flavor. This is a different type of pulled pork I think your family will love. If your family's tired of the usual barbecue pulled pork, and all you want to do is just kind of wipe off any excess. Don't rinse it, just wipe it off. Alright, that looks pretty good. It absorbed a lot of it. Alright. I really wanted to use my Weber smoke fire for this, but it froze to the ground. Can't move. Alright, so we used the old pit boss Lexington. Alright, let's go outside and toss this in. Alright guys, we got it in the old pit boss at 250 degrees. We'll run this like we do a normal pulled pork. We'll wait till we get the nice color we want. And then we'll bring it back, we'll put it in a foil pan. I'll show you what we do with it from there, okay folks? Alright guys, there it is. My beautiful pork butt. Not your typical pork butt. I'll show you what I mean by that. To this pork butt, we're going to add 2 cups of apple cider. Don't worry about the full recipe down below. We're gonna add about 6 cloves of just chopped up garlic, nothing fancy. Alright. We're gonna add 1 yellow onion, just sliced up, nothing fancy. I'll show you what we're gonna do with that. Now this could be like a good holiday or Easter type of pulled pork type stuff. Try to get away from the traditional barbecue. And into that we're gonna add a couple twigs of thyme. Alright folks. Like that. Get into that. We'll add some cinnamon sticks, 2 of them. Let's make 3. Okay. Now we'll cover this with some foil. Put it back out in the pit until it gets up to about 205, 210 degrees, alright? There you go. Look at that, ain't that beautiful? That will be right back, folks, when this hits 200 and over 200 degrees, okay? I want it to pull apart really good. Alright, then I'll show you how we're going to make this sauce. Alright guys, be right back. It hit over 200 degrees. I pulled it out. Probably 205. Oh, this ain't going to be your typical pulled pork recipe. What you want to do, ooh, that smells good right there, folks. You want to take this out carefully. Oh, the thyme is giving us all. Oh, she's tender, folks. Put it in the bowl. Alright. You want to cover that back up, keep that warm until it's time to pull it apart. Okay. What we're going to do here, folks, we're going to save all this goodness through this fat separator, the onions, the cinnamon, the thyme, garlic. Alright. We'll let that cool. And I'll show you what we're going to do with that sauce right there. Alright, I guess what we're going to do is put this pork butt back in here. Let it cool. Uh-oh. Look, it fell off the bone and into my mouth. Is that cool? We'll be right back, folks. Hang on a minute. Alright guys, this next step of our sauce that we're going to make, and we're going to take this 2 cups. Oh. And we're going to put it into the skillet. Preheated skillet, folks. Alright, that down there to that goodness. Alright. Turn the heat back up. We're going to make some type of a sauce. What we're going to do is we're going to add a little apple butter. Oh, I don't know about that much, 2 tablespoons or so. That. And then to that, we're going to add a little thickener, which we're going to add a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Try to see how the camera range for you, folks. Give it that little tang in there. Whoop. Excuse me, folks. I'm not used to doing recipe cook. And we're going to do a little cornstarch. Add that to the apple cider. Like that. Then we're going to add that to the sauce. Actually thicken that up. We're going to put a little bit of pepper in it. And then touch this out. We'll bring that up to a simmer. Get that to thicken up. And this will be our sauce for that non-traditional pulled pork sandwich. Alright. I'll be right back when this thickens up, folks. There we go. We got us a nice sauce. We're going to let that cool. Alright, while that sauce is cooling, move that towards the back there. What you also want to do to go with this dish is you want to take some of this pork fat that's been on the bottom here. Put that in the pan. Heat that pan up. We'll turn that burner back on. Alright. Maybe fry you up some apples. Like that. That one broke on me, but I don't care. Got an apple with a peeling on it. Put a little salt and pepper on those. Anyway, you just fry those up. We'll put that on top of the sandwich. We'll be right back and we'll plate all this stuff up, folks. Hey guys, here's that beautiful pulled pork, or that pork butt I should say. Look at that, clean bone. Alright, we're gonna take that out of there. We're gonna take it apart. It's so tender, folks, so juicy. Look at that. We're gonna get this out of the way, folks. There you go, how's that? I'm gonna pull that apart. Oh, it's so juicy, so tender. Nice little smoke ring off that thing. The old Pit Boss Lexington does a great job for a pellet grill. The old easy bake oven come through again, folks. Alright. Make this video short. You don't need to see me scrunch all this up. We got our sauce that we made earlier. We got us a bun. Let's build us a sandwich. We got this beautiful pulled pork. Nice and juicy, pile up high. A little tube steak there, buddy. Tube, by the tube. Now you could take some of this sauce we made, put it in a squeeze ball. But for now, we're just gonna spoon that right over. That's not your traditional barbecue here. This is different. Like a holiday pulled pork. Alright, and then, hey wait a minute, I forgot my apple. We got our apple. Put that on. Alright. There we go, pulled pork apple sandwich. Put a little more of that sauce on here, let it soak in a little bit. There we go, folks. Whoa, I'm so excited. Get that apple back on there. There you go, folks. Let's try this piece right here with that sauce on it. Oh man. Got the sweetness from that. Here, let me bring you up, folks. Right I am. Got sweetness from that apple cider. And you can taste the onions, the cinnamon stick. Almost like a Christmas pulled pork, folks. Make this on Easter, folks. There you go. Nothing left here but trying it, folks. Juicy. Got kind of a baconist ham taste. So we cured it with that brown sugar and salt. That sauce, amazing with that apple butter. And a little bit of that apple cider vinegar, salt, pepper. We fried up that apple in that pork fat. Good stuff, folks. Sorry I'm not a professional video photographer. But anyways, do your best, try to make this. I'll put the full recipe down in the bottom in that show me more part. Alright, you gotta try this, folks. Peace out.